everyone, and welcome to another Origins of Expressions. Today, we'll be going over the phrases fly by night, night owl, burning the midnight oil. What do they all have in common? They're all phrases and idioms around night. Let's get right to work and start this video. Ah, the night, that time when the world around us gets some rest. Or does it? The sun dips below the horizon and most people settle in for the night. But we do have some people and animals who prefer to be up and active for the night. Today we'll go over 3 phrases where the night is our subject and investigate the phrases that we use for our night lovers. Let's not waste any time and head over to our first phrase. Fly by night. Fly by night means any person or business that has a here today, gone tomorrow reputation. Someone who attempts to evade responsibility or debt by escaping under the cover of darkness. Well, they were a fly by night bar. This phrase has changed throughout history. When fly by night was first coined in the 1700s, it had a different meaning. A fly by night was an informal term for a witch. We see this expression in the 1788 edition of the Classical Dictionary of the Vulgar Tongue, written by Captain Francis Gross. It reads, fly by night. You old fly by night, an ancient term of reproach to an old woman, signifying that she was a witch and alluding to the nocturnal excursions attributed to witches who were supposed to fly abroad to their meetings mounted on brooms. Around the year 1823 is when it is said that the term changed in meaning from the specific and literal witch to its present usage of someone who sneaks away in the cover of darkness. However, there is no record of why this change was made. Today, we use it to refer to anyone who departs hastily from recent activities, especially while owing money and using the cover of darkness. An example sentence is, the carpenter we hired was a fly-by-night worker who did a very bad job. Well, they have some work to finish up. Let's leave them and move into our next phrase. Night owl. Night owl means someone who works at night or someone who likes to be up at night. He's such a night owl. This idiom references the nocturnal characteristics of the owl. Before we called people who stayed up all night night owls, they were just referred to as owls. It was not until William Shakespeare used it in 1594 in the narrative poem The Rape of Lucrece that we see the term night owl used. It reads, this said, his guilty hand plucked up the latch, and with his knee the door he opens wide. The dove sleeps fast that this night owl will catch. Shakespeare must have really liked the image that the night owl brought to his audience because we see it again in Richard II in 1593 and in the Twelfth Night in 1602. Today, we still see this expression, night owl, being used. We use it to describe anyone who prefers to stay up late. It is the opposite of someone who likes to get up early. An example sentence is, he came home at 4 in the morning after the party. He's such a night owl. Well, he's been busy. Let's let him get some rest as we move into our next phrase. Burning the midnight oil. Burning the midnight oil means working late into the night. To stay awake into the night so you can either study, read, or work. Looks like I'll be burning the midnight oil. The history of this phrase was from the time before electricity, when we used candlelight or lamp oil to light our homes once the sun went down. Now we say it in the figurative sense, especially since we do not work by the light of a burning oil lamp. The first time we see something about working using light at night was in 1623, when Henry Cockerham wrote the English Dictionary, or an interpreter of hard English words. Inside this dictionary was the word elucubrate, which means to do a thing by candlelight. The first person to use the phrase, the midnight oil, was in 1635 by the English author Francis Quarles in Emblems. It reads, we spend our midday sweat or midnight oil. We tire the night in thought, the day in toil. Today we no longer see the word elucubrate. It really is no longer needed in our modern society. But we still hear the phrase, burning the midnight oil. We use it to say that we'll be up later than normal working. An example sentence is, I have a big exam next week, so I'm already burning the midnight oil to get some extra studying in. Well, while they study, let's move on. Ooh, fun fact. Did you know that the light bulb brought more than just light into our lives? Yep, that's right. It also brought us the scented candle. After the invention of the light bulb, candles came to be viewed as a decorative item and produced the first scented and luxury candles, despite their historic record of functionality. Candles were the source of light for over 5,000 years. Before the light bulb, candles were also used for timekeeping and even for food during hard times because they were made of beeswax and animal fat. The evolution of the candle has come a long way, from civilizations producing wax from insects, olive oil, and other plants, to handcrafted luxury candles made with pure, simple ingredients. Candles have remained a cherished household item despite the industry taking a dip after the light bulb was invented. Well, that's the information that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed learning about the origins of our idioms and phrases. I would love to have you subscribe if you did. This isn't a fly-by-night YouTube channel, so subscribing to the channel now will help you see all the new videos that I release. Plus, it's quick and easy to subscribe, and I would really appreciate it. Oh yeah, quick question before you go. Do you know any idioms or phrases around night? Maybe you know other idioms or phrases on an entirely different subject. I would love to see them. Leave them in the comments below. And if I use one of the phrases, I'll give you a shout out. Thank you again for watching and subscribing. I really appreciate your support. Until next time, bye!